Well, good morning, YouTube. High Mileage Rider here, out for a beautiful first spring day ride for 2020. It is Monday, April 20th. It is about 15 degrees now. It's supposed to go up to 18. An absolutely beautiful sunny day for riding. I am social distancing, having my mental health break on my motorcycle. Everyone else I know is working today, so it's just me on my own, out for a tootle. Not sure where I'm going. I just figured I would go this way, and then maybe I'll go that way, and maybe that way again. Not quite sure. So I'm out today on my trusty 2014 Vstrom1000. So I just had my 50,000 kilometer service done and everything was tickety-boo on the motorcycle, no problems anywhere. I really love how little it costs to maintain this bike. So I got a 50,000 service done. They of course checked valves, they did my spark plugs, they cleaned my air filter, it did not need to be replaced. They did all my fluids. I provided them with the oil filter because I switched to a K&N oil filter, so that it's got the 3/8 hex nut on the end, so it makes it easier to get off. If you're ever changing your oil on the road during a trip, they also put a brand new Michelin Pilot Road 5 Trail tire on the rear, and all in it was $320. That's Riverside Suzuki in St. Albert. The guys in service, Vaughn, Mike, Ian, there's others, I can't think of their names right now, I'm under pressure, and Erica in accessories. They're just an amazing motorcycle shop to deal with. So I know everyone's being bombarded every time they look at a video, turn on the TV, with everything with COVID-19, and I'll just do my little bit here and then that'll be it. Everybody make sure to stay safe. Make sure you do your social distancing of 2 meters. Wash your hands more than you ever have in your life, and try not to touch your face. Where I live in Alberta, in Edmonton, I think we only have like 14 people in the ICU, under 200 people diagnosed with COVID-19, I believe. I could be incorrect, so don't get excited if I don't have my numbers exactly right. And a lot of them, 40 to 50% of them, have already recovered. So we're doing very well here compared to a lot of the rest of Canada and the United States. And I think that's because they got everyone to start social distancing and everything quite early when they saw what was happening around the world. Here in Alberta, you are allowed to have a mental health break. You're allowed to go out and ride your bicycle. You are allowed to go out and run, skateboard, electric scooter. You are allowed to go take your dog out for a walk. Of course, you have to maintain your social distancing. And when I called the local police station the other day, I asked them, is there any problem with me having my mental health break going out for a motorcycle ride? I'm by myself, I'm fully covered head to toe in gear, I'm not within probably 50 meters, 100 meters of anybody else. And they said, no, it's the same as going out and driving in your car. So I said, wonderful. All they said was, make sure you don't take any risks, because of course if you go down on your motorcycle and you need an ambulance or a life flight or something like that, you would be taking up valuable resources that could be going towards handling and dealing with the COVID pandemic. So for those of you who are, like me, doing your mental health breakout on your motorcycle, please exercise extra caution. I'm sure you already do. Make sure you're wearing all the gear all the time, and don't take any unnecessary chances. Just enjoy your ability to get out on your beloved motorcycle. Here we are coming up to the town of Thorsby. It's a cool little town. Not sure what the population is, but I will insert it into the video. And of course, if you went left, you would also be able to go to Pigeon Lake and Xenia Park. There's a really nice hotel along here that we stop at for snacks sometimes. A lot of the bikers use it. We'll see if they're open today in Sunnybrook. About 11 more kilometers, and then we'll be going through Warburg. I forgot to mention, while I'm saying that this is my first official video of 2020 spring-summer riding season, I actually got out for a ride yesterday on my bike. But unfortunately, after not using my GoPro equipment, my microphones and all that stuff for 6 months, I forgot how a lot of it worked. So I totally screwed it up. The video was horrible, the audio was horrible, so I'm not going to post it. I'm going to use this as the first official ride, and hopefully it is much better quality. This is the turnoff for the town of Sunnybrook and the Sunnybrook Hotel. Kind of looks like a big yellow brick of butter. There is a motorcycle there, look at that. And that looks like a Suzuki C90T Boss. It's really cool riding through these country roads and seeing the farms, seeing what kind of state they're in. I love seeing the old, and I'm sure that the farmers don't like this, but I love seeing the old broken down barns that are kind of falling down and on their last legs. They make great photos. So up here is the turnoff to go to Warburg. Oh, a couple of motorcyclists out. Our meeting spot is this little corner Esso. A Victory, a Honda Magna, it looked like, and a Harley. Probably a Sportster. This is a beautiful valley. More so in the summer when everything is in bloom, but off to our left, you'll be able to see where they had the old bridge going over this river. Right where that lump of ground is. This is the North Saskatchewan River. Obviously still has quite a bit of ice on it, but it's starting to break up with this warmer weather. Well, it looks like my meandering has taken me to Drayton Valley for lunch. So we'll stop at the Esso, get some gas, and then I brought a little picnic lunch with me. We'll sit down, have something to eat, and then get back on our way again. And this is Drayton Valley, or the turn for Drayton Valley. We would usually go to a place here called the Fireside Cafe, but I'm pretty sure that it is not open with COVID. And there's their little montage for Drayton Valley. So we'll get some gas and have some lunch. So here we are in Drayton Valley, our first little stop for the day ride. It's up to 18 degrees now. Beautiful, might even hit 20 today. Let's hope. So we're stopping for lunch. Thought I'd let you see what my amazing picnic has in store for me. We've got a mini croissant, ham and cheddar, turkey and cheese, Hawkins cheesies, and a Diet Coke. Lunch of champions here, people. Lunch of champions. And behind me is the Joker. Why do I call my bike the Joker? Because when I get on it, I just giggle like shit, and all I can think is, why so serious? We'll see you after lunch. So coming up here is the turn for the town of Lodgepole. Let's go check out Lodgepole. Oh, they got lots of heavy machinery here for a small town. Oil field storage. Those are some serious chains on that, whatever that big device is. And it looks like that's the end of the town. Okay. Well, nobody's around here. Let's do a little U-turn. And we'll get back on our tour. So here we are coming up to Brazou Dam. We'll stop here, get a little picture. Wonder how high the water is this time of year. Haha, frozen. So this is the other side of Brazou Dam or Brazou Reservoir. Water gets funneled in here, goes through the dam, the reservoir complex, and down that chute. So I'm just leaving Brazou Dam. Temperature's up to 19 and every once in a while it flickers to 20. So I'm going to call it a 20. I'm going to round it up. Call it a solid 20 degrees. It's absolutely gorgeous. I've peeled a few layers. And I just got off the phone with my buddy Heath, who got called into work today for 2 emergencies. He's in the HVAC system business with First Call Heating. He had 2 people today that had no heat. So, like the Prince Charming on his steed, he raced out to help them and gave up his ride with me today. Idiot. So he just called me and he's heading to a place in Edmonton called After Dark Motorcycles. A lot of the motorcycle shops are still open. What it is by appointment only. They only let 1 or 2 people into the store at a time. With an appointment, and then of course they maintain social distancing. He put a luggage rack on the back of his M109R. The problem is it does not clear the lids on his saddlebags. It also does not clear the back of his passenger seat, which is now an aftermarket Corbin seat. So he's got the rack that says Boss on it, and he needs to get it altered with some metal work and then get it repowder coated. So I'm going to see if I can get there. He's supposed to get there for 4 o'clock, and I'm going to see if I can get there. It is now 2 o'clock, and I have 162 kilometers to go without bending the speed limit too much. So Let's see what happens. Another motorcyclist on the road. A little closer look at the Genesee power plant and one of the coal trucks. Those things are big. Be cool to park my motorcycle beside one day and see how big it is compared to my bike. Okay, so if we did this correctly, we should just be a couple turns away from after dark. We'll see how close our GPS is. 12845 151st. I don't know if it's in here. Nope. I don't see any signs out there that say after dark. Let's try on the other side. Oh, there it is. Jeez. One more building. And here we are. So we just came from after dark chatting with Cordell. And what was the fabricator's name? Joseph? I think it was Joseph. Jesse, that's it. It was Jesse. So Keith is going to drop his bike off on Saturday afternoon. And they will work on his bike on Monday. He'll get it back Monday. They're going to raise the windshield for him because he's a pussy and he can't handle having wind in his face. And they're going to extend the luggage rack out so that and notch it so it'll clear the saddlebags and he'll be good for a long trip. They quoted us about $400 to do everything, which is a little pricey, but it'll be all done at one place, and then he'll just have to have it powder coated or painted over the winter. I told him he should just trade the bike, but he wasn't having any of that. I didn't see that, Heath. Your bag covered it up. Oh, there we go.